actually can fit a lot of kids' bikes and not just a few kids' bikes, and you will have more and more parents using cargo bikes and large bikes like what I use. There are 12, I think there are 7 of us in the community so far. I'm keeping count. And we keep getting them younger and younger, so they keep growing bigger and bigger, and they're going to be doing drop-off too. So it's important that parents on bikes are not being harassed by the drivers. I've come to Ms. Suki a few times about the parking lot situation, and this is one of the things I do want to address. The parents do not continue what you attempt to put in place. They not just don't continue it, they actively drive up right next to the bike rack and park there knowing that there are people who are biking there. There have been parents who've been scared away from biking to the school because drivers are yelling at them in front of the school, telling them to get off the street. They don't belong there, they're gonna kill their kids. And that's not okay because it's a mode of transportation. So I just really am hoping that as the city goes into this, we can have some of the school board members also involved in that planning, because you committed 10 years ago to making this a community that kids didn't need their parents to drive to. And the people who pay the price when kids have to be driven to school and from school every day is usually mom. And we pay for it in our salary. We pay for it in our job opportunities because we are forced to take lower income jobs that are closer to home that allow us the flexibility to drop off at 8 and pick up at 3. We are the ones who are most often impacted. Families who are dual income families end up having part of their pay impacted. And I think everybody knows that everybody here in Berwyn is working really hard to make things work. So finding the way to give kids autonomy over their person and freedom, and to start exploring that and understanding that so that they have the time to spend, instead of in a car, on an iPad while they're traveling. The irony that Percy's back there on an iPad. She's reading a book. She was. But I think that these are really important pieces. So I want to extend my hand again to try and help you build a plan for that. I also want to extend a hand because I believe that the way to getting kids to feel confident and getting parents to feel like it's safe is through education, and that education is in the classrooms. You offer gym, and there's a reason why Europe, and especially Netherlands, excels in bike transportation and kids having that freedom. The idea that a 12-year-old goes through a test that they pass to be able to bike through their community, and that community is safe enough for them to do it fully on their own, is amazing, and that's what our kids should have. But the reason they're able to do that at 12 is because every single year they have 1 week of bike and walk education. And what that does is that sets the standard for when they turn 16 and are in our high schools and are ready to get their driver's license. They then respect biking as transportation instead of throwing cups and objects at bicyclists and people using other modes of transportation and being violent towards them. So it starts at kindergarten and it has to go all the way through. And I'm hoping that you guys will work with me to start doing that. There are foundations, Outride, that uses biking to help with ADHD. And there are other foundations that are out there to help put these programs in place. I am happy to do the work to help you guys find them and get them into D100. So, thank you very much. Good work.
All right, thank you very much for your comments. Okay, sorry. Sam, say your name for the record, please.
Hi, I'm Sam Schuman. I support the District 100 musical, so I just want to echo a little bit about what President Dressel and Board Member Lopez have shared with you. These, as we know, have been unprecedented times, and a few years ago, we had to stop the musical, right? We couldn't have one, and when we were planning for this year, the excitement of having one in person, we were still dealing with what do we do, how do we keep everyone safe and still move forward with the musical, and our amazing directors Mr. Caleb Kimmel and Ms. Gabby Winter and Ms. Michelle Cervantes did a fantastic job of executing their vision, and we were able to put on our very first movie musical, Disney's production of High School Musical Junior. And the thought in the planning of that was, well, what resources do we currently have? We have beautiful schools, beautiful facilities that would help bring this musical to life. And we also, the theme, and one of the, I'm not going to sing, Baz, is we're all in this together, but that has been our theme ongoing through, as we've tried to get through this pandemic. And so we thought this would be a great opportunity for everyone. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, please do. There are several showings this upcoming holiday weekend. And I just want to thank all the directors for their visions and their creativity. They did everything in-house. So they recorded all of the songs ahead of time. They edited all the filming. They recorded this musical in 3 days. So between transportation and maintenance and our tech department, we were able to stream this out to 180 or so classrooms. So typically, students in our district, there's only select classrooms that get to see it. But there was so much celebration around this musical last week. We were all watching it at the same time. And so I just thank you to all of the departments that helped make that possible. And we also have so many families behind the scenes that also help coordinate our volunteers. Mrs. Bain has been a huge part of that. Ms. Shablowski helped us with the programming. Ms. Terrell did a lot of the photography, and I know there's more parent volunteers, but truly a community effort. So thank you all, and check it out this weekend.
All right, thank you very much. Hearing no further public comment? Okay, moving on to the consent agenda. Items may be removed from the consent agenda on request of any one member. Is there anything?
I just wanted to comment on two things on the agenda. We have the approving the negotiation agreement with the Para-Educator Association. So we went through a similar process working with the para-educators through interest-based bargaining, and are pleased to present a contract to the Board of Education tonight for 3 years. And we appreciate their partnership in working through that with us. And we also have just to approve the YMCA before and after care program, which we are so grateful for that partnership. And this is a continuation of a contract that we have with them each year so that they can provide before and after school care for our students.
Okay, now it's my turn. So as Corin alluded to earlier, we will soon have a vacancy on the Board of Education. And in the consent agenda tonight it's our job to approve the resignation of Claudine Andrews. And I don't want to. Appointing you to this board when you first applied was a wonderful opportunity. And it was the start of my relationship with you that has really meant so much to me, not only as a fellow board member, but as my friend and as my co-pod parent during the absolute worst times of the pandemic. And you will forever have a place in my heart, and I will miss you terribly, and I will miss seeing you every day. And I don't accept it. I mean, I have to, but I really don't want to.
Claudine, on behalf of the whole district, we thank you for the time that you've served on the Board of Education, for the impact you've had on kids and on all of us. We will miss you.
Okay, can I please have a motion to approve the consent agenda in its entirety? Are you sure? Is that what you said? All right, motion made by Andrews,
Second.
Seconded by Lopez. On the roll, on the roll call, please, aye or nay?
Dressel.
Aye.
Jimenez.
Aye.
Dawn. Steinfeld.
Aye.
Lopez. Aye. Gonzalez.
Aye.
Andrews.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Thank you. I think you share my sentiments, right, Corin? Okay, last chance for public comment before we wrap for the evening. All right, board member comments?
I have a comment. Just want to take a quick moment to acknowledge what took place in Uvalde, Texas. Very relevant to what we do here and to what you all do at school, administrators, teachers, and staff. You know, dropping off my daughter took on a whole new meaning today, you know, because you never imagine, never expect that those could be the last moments that you see your children. And it took a whole new meaning for me today. And also observing the heart behind principals, staff, teachers, administration, the way they welcome our kids. It's unfortunate to say that in this context, teachers are heroes, principals are heroes, administration are heroes, but it needs to be said that I acknowledge you all, and you all are heroes in this. And thank you for keeping our kids safe as you do. And as we close off the year, that our hearts would be with the families that never expected to lose their little ones, and that we would also be present with our little ones, because as hard as it is to say, you just never know if that's the last goodbye. And so thank you for your work, and my heart is with the families and all those that have been just devastated by what happened over there.
Thank you very much. Can I have a motion to adjourn? I will make a motion to adjourn. Can I have a second, please? All right, seconded by Jimenez. To adjourn at 8:33 p.m. on the roll call, please.
Andrews. Dressel.
Aye.
Dawn. Lopez. Aye. Jimenez.
Aye.
Steinfeld.
Aye.
Gonzalez.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Thank you, everyone. Have a safe Memorial Day weekend, and good luck wrapping up the school year. We are in the home stretch. Go forth. Thank you.